Thank you so much for tuning back into Valley News Live, taking a look at downtown Fargo. We do have some hazier and some cloudy conditions behind it, but otherwise temperatures are finally dipping back into those 70s at 72 degrees with the winds out of the northwest at 6 miles an hour. But we also are still experiencing that high humidity, giving us those muggy conditions, with Grand Forks having their humidity high all day, and they are still at 96% with those temperatures still in those 60s at 64. And they didn't get out of those 60s for most of the northern counties earlier today, with Thief River and Roseau still sitting at 64 degrees. But in the southern valley is where our eyes have been on all day, with areas like Alexandria still in those 80s at 80 degrees. And we had some heat indexes as well for areas in the southern valley. Alexandria still feels like 85 after they had triple-digit heat for those indexes today. Now, we also are still tracking some heat advisories and heat warnings. Now, these are in effect until 11 p.m. tonight. Now, for areas just near Grant County, you are still the only one in our area with that excessive heat warning in that darker purple due to some heat indexes still in those 90s at 10 o'clock tonight. But we also, in that orange color, have those heat advisories still with those warmer heat indexes as well. But this is all a part of a bigger picture of those heat warnings stretching all throughout the United States, stretching from areas like Houston, Texas, all the way to the panhandle of Florida. And after earlier today, those temperatures also were in much of those triple digits for their air temperature for most of the country. But overnight tonight, we are going to cool down. We do get temperatures finally dipping back into those 60s. A few of us even in those 50s overnight tonight. But by around 3 a.m., we're going to start to get some dense fog. Now, it is going to be much like what we saw this morning, with that fog causing some low visibility. But temperatures do quickly warm up back into those 70s as we also get a break from those clouds as they do continue to push through the valley into the eastern part, with temperatures once again getting into those 90s in Fargo, 80s in the southern valley as well. But we also have another chance at some storms. Now, we do have two supercells of some thunderstorms we're watching. One is going to maintain that track on the northern part of the international border, and the other is going to enter that Carrington, North Dakota area. But like I said, for your hometown forecast tomorrow, most of us are going to be in those temperatures in those 80s. A few of us in the valley in the northern part are still going to stick around in those 70s. And for your Pro-Seed 3-day farming forecast, we do get those temperatures finally dipping back into those 80s as we head throughout the rest of your Thursday and Friday, with some few showers Thursday night into Friday morning. But then we also have another chance of some showers on Sunday after those temperatures have already been cooler in those 70s on Saturday. And even then, Justin, the temperatures are still going to stick around in those 80s just a little while longer.
We've been saying there's signs of fall, but
yes,
more often than not, it still feels
summer's still
very much
around.
like summer. Thanks, Shelby. We're just hours away from the first debate of the 2024 presidential election season. You heard that right. We'll show you what to expect after the break.